I loved how we defended. I thought we were flying all over the place and getting deflections and rotating. 13 steals. We had a bunch of deflections. That was really, guys on the floor. We had a couple sequences where we're diving on the floor. Love that energy. And again, I'm hoping we can, really be a very good defensive team to help us on nights when we're not making shots.
You might have a segment here or there, but for the most part, the first three games of the season, guys just stay in character and do what they do. How does that happen through?
Yeah,
three games?
no, Tom, it's one of the things I'm so pleased with. I think number one, it goes with leadership, and it starts in the summer with your older guys kind of, when I'm not around, because I'm only in with them once a week, like, here's how we play, this is what we do. And again, and you've heard me say our three freshmen are very mature and smart and kind of looked around and said, okay, this is how they do it. It's really reinforced. My theme is so reinforced by our upperclassmen. And again, I talked to him yesterday. We were doing scouting in here, and I said, I got home the other night and I was watching the Warriors game, and the graphics went up there. They've had 5 straight games with 30 assists. Why can't we get 20? That should be ours. In a college game, 40 minutes, how about 20? So we've gone back to back, 20 plus assists. And so they've really hung their hat on that. It's beautiful to watch because we're playing a lot of different guys, and they really don't get out of character. The guy that got out of character a little bit was Matt Ryan, and he stood out like a sore thumb when he tried to go behind his back. That's not who he is. Now he wised up, and then he got a screen and knocked down a jump shot. But when you try to experiment what you can't do, you really do stand out with our group.
Even then, when they try to experiment, they're smart. It seems like they're smart enough to know, okay, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, they are. It's a high basketball IQ group. They love to pass it. They understand the game. I love the one possession. We're running. We come down. It's a semi break. We get our legs under us. We reverse it. Bonds in the post. Back on the other side. Jump hook. And that's something to show them where we can change gears but I tell you how our guards were flying all over the place, but we've never had frontline guys be able to move their feet, get out on ball screens, and then rotate back, and then bounce up and block a shot, and then bounce up and rebound an outlet. I mean, the speed defensively was amazing to watch, and when it was with those green uniforms, I was getting cross-eyed.
Mike Martinez is really starting to get comfortable.
Very comfortable, yes, sir. He's given us a great presence early in a game with that big body, defensive rebounding. I thought he made some great passes out of the post today. He gets 10 rebounds, keeps it simple. He's getting more and more confident, and we just want to continue to, help him with that because we need him.
Your rotations with the big guys seemed like you were, kind of spreading out the time and saying,
Yeah.
Why don't you please step up and doing it.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Do you see that as Marty's tonight?
Right. I think you kind of. I wanted to get him. I only played. I don't know how much he played the last game, but I wanted to get him some more minutes. And what we've done, if you've seen, we really haven't played small much. In the exhibitions, we substituted Rex for Marty, and we would play a little bit we were smaller. We have not done that. We've kept 2 bigs in the game, but they're so good with the ball, and they're so good at understanding our spacing and screening that we're still very efficient offensively. We used to have to do that last year because we would lose efficiency offensively with 2 bigs. I'm interested, again, we're stepping it up here in Brooklyn. I think that's really interesting for us because the big guys are passing it. We got enough of them that can make shots and stretch the defense. But, I watched tonight, and again, you can't get to everybody, but I watched, Johnny Mooney tonight just in those 7 minutes and how he defensive rebounds, and certainly he can make a shot and how he's practiced. And we need to keep him engaged because he's going to be important for us.
You talked about energy, and VJ talked about getting a lot of 50-50 balls. Do you feel like your defense, though, is almost being a little more maybe aggressive with that energy and forcing those situations?
Yeah, I think our ball pressure is good. We've got guys with active hands. We do have great length. We're long, and so we get in passing lanes and we get deflections, and but we have, a number of nose for the ball guys. We come off the bench when you come, TJ and Rex have a great nose for the ball. Like if it's near them and it's loose, they're getting it. And so, again, when you come with Torres, TJ, and Rex, that's great defensive energy right there. I mean, those guys are flying around, and it kicks our defense to another level. That's been interesting to watch through these first 3 games. Can we do it against Colorado and whoever on Tuesday? We're going to find out.
You're obviously going to learn a ton in New York.
Yes.
But do you maybe know a little bit more about this team than even you would have thought?
I had a good feel for our group at the end of the summer. We were so darn businesslike. We were very mature. By our 6th practice, we knew how to play on the offensive end. I had somebody come in and I pointed out our 3 freshmen, watched our practice, and at the end he said, I would not have known those are your freshmen. And that was like the 6 practices because, they've had great leadership with the old guys and they picked up on how we play, and especially on the offensive end, and they're smart guys. So, I had a good feel for. We really know who we are. Like we know who we are, and we just, like I told them, don't get bored with it because when it gets going, it gets machine-like a little bit. We're defending, we're passing, we're moving. We had, again, I just amazed by our ball movement. And we're skipping it back the other side. Our big guys passing, offensive rebound, kickouts, really good feel for the game. And they love playing that way. I mean, back to the fabric, that's how we play. They love playing that way.
Going into
How's the level of play different when BJ's on the court?
Well, I mean, right now he is just so darn confident, and he's doing a great job of mixing it up with slicing and slashing and driving and shooting his jump shot. That's what was neat tonight. But he is a really confident senior right now. I think I give credit to our big guys. They're screening for him and getting him looks. Matty Farrell is finding him a lot of times on penetration. Our bigs are finding. I thought our bigs made some great passes inside out to him. But he's a moving target. As a young player, he didn't move well without the ball. He's cutting. Now he's putting it on the floor. He gets fouled a little bit. But he's a very, very confident guy.
going into the first in-season tournament away from home was always interesting for you, anxious-wise, but to go back to that building, does that kind of say, we've been here, we've done this?
Well, I mentioned to him down there, I said, we love that building, don't we? We have great memories. I hope the karma's the same, but I think we'll be very comfortable when we get on the get in there for our shoot around on Monday because we have unbelievable memories, and I hope that's a darn advantage for us over the other 3 teams.
What's it going to be like for you looking across the bench and seeing your former associate head coach?
Yeah, it would be great to catch up with Sean. You think he has the scout? He probably has the scout, right? He's, Sean was an unbelievable right-hand man for me at Delaware, and then here, a great guy. He's found a really good niche out there with Ted and does a great job for him. They love living in Boulder. I know they love living out there, but it'll be good to catch up with him.
We know what VJ can do on the offensive end, but do you find him using his length more and being more aggressive?
He's been a more reliable defender. You almost get sucked into it because everybody else is moving their feet and doing it. It's like if you get out of character on the offensive end the way we play, you stand out. If you ain't doing your part defensively, because we have guys moving, you're going to get called out. So I love how he stayed in front of people. He's rebounded the ball for us, but he's had active hands, and that length, gets us deflections. I've tried to find a way to rest him. I've subbed for him kind of early because he's a guy that can get a little more winded. And I'm trying to get a feel, and I subbed for him. The other night, Rex came for him at about 15 or 14 minutes. And then tonight he kind of got that look like, I can go more. I was like, well, that's my fault. I need to straighten that out because I don't want him. So I grabbed him. I said, look, you're going to be back in there. I'm getting your rest. I got you. I don't want him thinking like you're going to get your minutes, but I'm trying to keep you fresh because he's the one guy that his heart rate really revs and he can get fatigued and he's doing more. He's having to do more for us.